is Don and Dave.
Yo, Dave, what's good, man? What's poppin'? You are on mute, sir.
What's up, man?
What's
How
good?
you doing?
What's good, everybody? First of all, before we get started, can the brother get a mic check? Can we get a mic check, 1, 2, just to make sure everything is good?
Make sure you guys can hear us.
Everything looks good on my side, but let's just get a quick mic check.
While I tweet these things out.
Real quick mic check. Let me get a thumbs up. Something good.
Can you hear me? Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
Okay, so loud and clear. Good, thank you. All right, thank you. All good. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. All right, so people, what's good? I'm back, and I had a blast. Dave, ask me how my 2 weeks went away.
How was your 2 weeks, man? How was Africa?
They were great, man. Africa was dope. Went to Kenya and all that. Y'all know the story. It was cool. I actually documented everything. I'm not going to chronicle my whole trip here because it was super dope. But my wife and I did a confessional. It's not really a confessional, but we documented each day, and we have another YouTube channel that we are starting for our family. So I uploaded everything there, and you can see everything that happened. It's pretty dope. Those that donated, you can kind of see where your money went to, and it was greatly appreciated. So that's dope, man. It was fun. It was a blast, eye-opening experience to say the least. It was cool though, very cool. But again, I'm not gonna chronicle the whole thing here because it was a lot. So that being said, you can go to the link is in the description box to there's a playlist of 4 videos right now. You can check those out. I have 8 or 9 total, and I'll be doing some more random videos about Kenya and how dope it was. So that's all I got, man. It was cool. But I'm happy to be back, and there's a lot to talk about. And I'm glad I came back on this day, Dave. So what's good though? How was your time away solo?
It was fun, man. It was fun. I gave these cats a 2.5-hour fantasy episode, so that was fun. I had a blast doing the slots for that and doing the research and putting the list together. I had a blast doing that. That was fun stuff. If you haven't, I know, like I said, it's 2.5 hours. So if you haven't watched it, there's some really good data that a lot of folks can use to get ready for the draft.
Ain't nobody watching no 2.5-hour episode, Dave.
Yeah, they are, man. We watch the Joe Budden podcast twice a week.
True. I don't get through it all though.
I've been skipping the past couple weeks. I'll just skip to the main ones. Now that they give me timestamps, I can just hit it. But I didn't do that for y'all. Maybe I'll split it up with different positions, depending on my mood.
All right, yeah. So Slim, that's a good question. Slim is asking me about my thoughts on All or Nothing. I mean, I know you did a whole episode on it, Dave, but I can give you real quick the most surprising thing for me. I did get a chance to watch it on my flight to Paris, and binge watched the whole thing because I was 8-hour flight, so I got to see everything. And really take it in because there's nothing else for me to do. And so the biggest thing I got from it was I didn't realize how intense Ron Rivera was. I had no idea.
Ron is an animal, yo.
And I take back everything I said. What's up, Shannon? How's it going? Shout out to Shannon.
What's up, Shannon?
But I take back everything I said about Ron, about how he just sits on the sideline chilling. And he, yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know. Okay, I take it back. I take back everything I said.
In the moment when I knew he had intensity. You remember training camp last year when my man passed out, and it was right around the time when, I don't know if you were there for that. You might not have been there. So Ron Rivera was walking out, heading towards the field when this was happening, and you see Ron's body language just turns, and it was intense. Get a medic now! I was and it flipped, and then he just went back to normal. It's just That's what he does, man.
Yeah, and so I listened to that. I listened to all the interviews in WFMZ, and they talked about it, and they, you know, I just didn't know he had it in him like that. Like, it's different. I've seen it, and I saw it at training camp day 2. Actually, I saw it when he lit up the defense, because they were jumping off sides. Cam's snap count is vicious, right? So they kept jumping off sides, and it was a second team defense, and he just lit into him, okay? And so that's the biggest thing. I take back how I called him soft, because I did call Ron soft, and I said doesn't.
My man played for the 85 Bears. You out here calling him soft?
I mean, I didn't call him soft. I thought his coaching style was soft. Like, you don't see it. You don't see it publicly. Maybe every now and then, but you don't see it. Like, you don't see how intense he is on a regular. And so that's the biggest takeaway I got. As far as and Slim's asking about Dante. As far as Dante's concerned, I don't like how they portrayed it. They took one moment, and they took that isolated moment between him and the team, and they made it seem like he was, some hard-headed dude or whatever. I don't buy into that. They didn't show like the previous 3-4 games. And so, listen, they got to sell a story at the end of the day, so they kind of hyped it up a little bit, and they had to come up with a storyline. So it is what it is, and so I'm good. I'm good. I'm cool on Dante. I like his attitude. I'm good on that. I'm good on that. I'm cool with Dante.
They had to have somebody, because
that's what I'm saying. You need a villain.
Like,
you need a villain.
The way they build the episodes, man, it's just the little things they do. The main things they focus on is based on that game. Like when they were talking about kickers before Gano hit the 60-yard field goal.
Yeah,
when they about, like
they kind of like
build it.
They built it up a little bit, and you have to. So that's why I take it with a grain of salt. Listen, they got to sell a story at the end of the day. So. It is what it is, okay? So they went through it. They took what they could from it to sell a story, and that's what they got to do. So I look a little bit deeper. If you're not a layman fan, then you should be able to look past the BS and kind of know what's what. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So Dante's cool with me. I'm good with Dante.
Overall, what did you think of the series? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
I thought it was okay. I thought it was something. To be honest with you, I just thought it was something good to watch in the off season. I mean, there's nothing. There's no like huge takeaway that I got from it other than Ron being super hype and aggressive. That's the only thing I really took away from it. And I mean, I like how cool they were. And another takeaway I got was I didn't realize, and maybe I know this, but you don't see it. I didn't realize how integral Cam was into the franchise as far as the decision making. I mean, these things. You assume that they go and talk to Cam about things, but to actually have them document it and coach talking to Cam and asking him about Eric Reed, that stuff. I mean, that happens. It's just cool to see it. So it was cool to watch. I mean, it wasn't like some like. I don't know. There was no revelation that I found. So, I don't know. That's all I got. It was cool. It was cool with me.
It'd probably be better than Hard Knocks.
I don't watch Hard Knocks either, to be honest. I watched like the first couple seasons of Hard Knocks, and that was it. I don't get into this. If it's not my team, I'm not watching it. I'm gonna be honest. I did watch the Cardinals All or Nothing, the first one. I watched that. I thought that was super dope just because I was curious. And I watched the first Hard Knocks. And that's it. I mean, once I see what it's about, I'm cool. Like, they're not my team, so I really don't care. Let me be honest with you.
The big thing that Hard Knocks have over All or Nothing is the fact it's during the preseason. So, for example, and we'll probably get into what happened with the players over the last couple of days, but we did have one player that would have been an epic type of Hard Knocks type of situation.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about that. Yeah, we'll talk about that. But yeah, I did. Another thing I did like how they went into the draft, because I thought they were gonna go away from that. Like they didn't really. I thought they weren't gonna talk about the prior draft. I thought DJ was gonna get more shine. I thought Dante was gonna get more shine, but they kind of sweeped it into this year's draft. So I did like that. I did like how they talked about Burns, and that was cool. That was cool. I mean, but other than that, I ain't really getting nothing. It's cool, cool little show. That's all I got. A cool little show. That's all I got, man. So are we cool on all or nothing? Cause that's all I got.
We cool on all or nothing, man.
All right. So, Dave, let's jump into it. Let's get into this content real quick. So this is just real quick. Go to, if you want to know about the Kenya trip, that's my wife right there. Me and my wife. If you happen to want to go see it, there's a link in the description box to the playlist. So go check that joint, and we'll get into it. All right. So let's move on. I just wanted to give y'all that quick little joint. All right. So we're gonna talk about it, Dave. A lot of crazy things happen, with myself included. A lot of crazy things happen in these first 5 days of training camp, and we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it. All right. So we gotta talk about Elijah, man. Elijah Hood. What did they do? Why did they do that, man? Why did they do that to him?
Fam. The only positive thing that came out of it is that they did it so he could potentially get picked up by somebody else.
No, but you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to make that man burn all that gas mileage, and he got like, what's that, a hatchback? My man got a hatchback. He drove his hatchback all the way down to Spartanburg, and y'all cut him.
His fiance, his girl, drove his hatchback.
Come on, man.
They dropped him off.
That's disrespectful, man. They didn't have to do that. They knew they was gonna cut him before. They didn't have to let that. Maybe they want to do it in person. You think that's what it was?
It had to be that. And even Marty said it was one of the toughest things he had to do.
Of course, yeah. Cutting anybody when they have to drive 2 hours is a tough thing to do.
He personally knows.
Yeah.
Knows
okay.
It.
Yeah. Okay.
From this, knows him for a long time.
Yeah. But if you know him for a long time, you could let that man save his gas money, and did him a common courtesy,
that wouldn't happen,
and then give him a common courtesy of not having to drive all the way to Spartanburg from Charlotte, and you could have cut him.
They gave him a ride back. They gave him a ride back.
Who gave him a ride back? His wife?
Somebody from the team drove him back. His girl didn't have to come back to get him.
She already left. That's even.
She was already gone. You don't know the details.
I don't know. I saw. I don't know the details.
Oh,
I don't know if
so
she got
what happened?
There. Break it down, Dave.
So basically this picture happened.
Okay.
She drove them there. He takes all his stuff out. She drives him. She leaves with the kids. She leaves with the son, and then about an hour or two after he's there, Marty lets him know that he's being released.
So you mean to tell me they let that man marinate for 2 hours? They let him marinate for 2 hours, and then
they picked somebody else up, so they needed a spot back. They needed I think it was a lineman and a receiver or something like that. They needed the spot.
Listen, man, they had to do my man like that. They knew that was the plan before he got on. They knew this was gonna happen a long time ago. They let my man marinate out here and then cut him. That's disrespectful, bro.
But they did give him a ride back. They did, because they felt bad having Homegirl turn back around. Cause she was already back. Yeah,
because it don't take that long to get from Charlotte to Spartanburg. It's not that long of a drive.
So she was already back, and so one of the team staff drove him back.
That's terrible, man. Just imagine how that conversation was on the way back. So just got to Spartanburg and they cut.
Got released.
Yeah, that's come on.
Didn't even have a chance to get his gear on, man.
Come on, man. That's terrible, bro. Terrible, man. Not a good look, man. They could have handled that much better. But anyway, I don't think he was. To be honest, I don't think he was making the team. But they could at least let my man rock.
Well, the thing is, at least he's going to get an opportunity to stick on another squad. I think that's part of the reason why they did.
I don't even think he's healthy at the moment.
I thought he was.
I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't have much stock in Elijah Hood. I didn't think he was gonna make it anyway. But it's all good. It's all good, man. Shout out to Elijah. But they didn't have to do him like that. They didn't have to do Elijah Hood like that. But But anything else on Elijah? That's Elijah Hood for those that don't know. That's the picture moments before he got cut after getting dropped off at training camp. It's terrible,
tough, man.
Tough.
Cold-blooded NFL.
Cold-blooded, man. Cold-blooded. All right.
That's the type of, like, I bet you right now HBO and NFL Films are angry.
Yeah, they should have got that
would have been. That would have been the type of thing that they would have done for a good 15 minutes. They would have let that slow roll for 15 minutes. They would have showed the whole transaction.
They would have got him driving. They would have got him driving down there. They never got his wife driving on the way back, and then her on the phone with him after he got cut, and she like, what? What you mean?
Yeah, man.
That's terrible, man. But all right, man. So let's move on. That's enough about Elijah Hood, man. We got a lot to talk about. I need to pay him some respect because obviously the team didn't. So let's pay this man some respect, and he deserved more than that to get cut. That was disrespectful. All right, so let's move on. All right, Dave. So real quick, also along with Elijah Hood, we did see that Torrey Smith, Jermaine Carter, and Brandon Chubb started training camp on the PUP. 2 days later, Torrey Smith, Jermaine Carter off the PUP. So that's good news for Jermaine Carter and Torrey Smith. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But let's talk about this for a second. Let's talk about this. Dave, I saw this article pop up maybe an hour or two ago, and so I added this. Dave, when I was watching training camp, I noticed a lot of different things happening this year. I've been going to training camp for a long time, and I noticed some things being done differently, okay? And I saw this stretch here. You can see this picture of all the quarterbacks doing these. They would walk backwards and do these kind of stretch things. And so I'm like, what in the world is going on? Obviously, Cam got the shoulder, so they're trying to get it right. But come to find out, they've hired a team nutrition. She's been the nutritionalist for a while, but Jennifer Brunelli. They're doing some different things with as far as the health and wellness of the team. They got these weird patches that measure sodium and lost sweat. So they're doing all kind of crazy stuff. So anything you can tell, Tepper is bringing in these things because there's a backstory behind this about how she's been suggesting this for a while. She's been suggesting this team to the team for a while, and now that Tepper's in ownership, Tepper is now pushing, is now allowing this to go through. But any little thing to get the edge, we're putting it in, Dave. So they got all these patches and hydration plans and all this other stuff that's going in. They're measuring all this crap. Sweat patches, Dave. Who would ever thought we would be calculating sweat patches, dog? What's going on, Dave? The sweat patch.
It matters, fam. All them analytics matter.
Yeah, it matters for real.
All this data matters, man. We in the world of data.
For real. Nothing's seriously.
Nothing's safe.
Seriously. So
and that tells you how old school Richardson was too.
Facts. So the sweat, just to give you a little bit more, the sweat patches allow Brunelli to address players' specific needs based on how their bodies respond. So as they lose sweat, they can more tailor their their health plan and get them to, healthier faster with these analytics. So she can rerun the test like during the season, and then she knows who needs an IV a little bit quicker. They can get the IV in quicker than normal. Just stuff like that. It's crazy. It's crazy, and you can see it, man. You can see it. So it's super dope, man. It's super dope. Super dope. I just thought this was a dope article, and I thought, that since we've been talking about, analytics and all this stuff, I thought this was something we could highlight. I think it's super dope. Super dope. So Dave, you got anything else on that? I just wanted to highlight that real quick before we got into training camp. That was great. But there's, just even not even just that. It's the stretching. All the stuff is like different. It's a whole different vibe that's going on in training camp. I'll talk about it some more, but there's a whole bunch of stuff that's different this year. You can tell it's a whole different vibe in training camp this year. All right, so I just want to touch on that. If anybody wants to talk about it later when we open up the phone lines, we can talk about it. But I just want to point that out For anybody that didn't know about it. All right. So let's move on, Dave. All right. So Dave, as you can see, I had a very good day. I had a very good couple of days, and I got to talk about all of these interactions. Okay. As you can see, my man's Brian Burns is signed a jersey. I got Tepper's autograph too. Tepper ended up signing that jersey. And if you're not following us on Twitter, you should, because I posted all of this as it happened. I think the day after it happened, I posted all these interactions. So if you want to see the actual interactions with Tepper, Burns, Christian Miller, and who else? McCoy and Gerald McCoy. Yeah, and Gerald McCoy. I got all those interactions on film for the first day. I didn't get the most interesting interaction on film because I thought it would be too much. But if you want to check those out, go to our Twitter, follow us on Twitter, Panther Nation PC, and go check that stuff out. I posted all this stuff a while back, but I cleaned up, Dave. I cleaned up from an autograph perspective. I mean, the only people.
Did you slide like one of them jerseys? One of my jerseys?
I didn't, but I'm going back. Either Wednesday or Thursday.
It'll be appreciative, sir.
But I cleaned up, man. I got pretty much everybody. Everybody that jersey that you see me wear or order, I got it signed. Only person I didn't get, there's two people I didn't get. One was, and I'm not really pressed. That's why I haven't gone back yet. I didn't get F.A. Obata. I bought a F.A. jersey last year, and I didn't get it signed, so I just had that one in my bag. And I didn't get. There's another one I didn't get. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But yeah. So that was super dope, man. Super dope. I told there's
I didn't go now. I heard it wasn't that flooded in the first day.
Oh, either. Bro, let's talk about that, Dave. That's a great point. I would have forgotten if you didn't say nothing. We gotta talk about this flaky fan base we got. We gotta talk.
Don't.
No, we gotta talk about it.
When I go next year, I want it to be just as.
Nah, we gotta talk about this flaky fan base we got. Cause Dave, we got some of the most bandwagon. And first of all, before I say this, I want to shout out to the Roaring Riot because I think they're doing good things. So I do like the Roaring Riot. I think they're doing wonderful things. Those my guys. Wonderful things. Shout out to Zach. Yeah, shout out to Zach and all those guys. This is no shot at them, okay? I did get Scarlet Slim. I did. But the fan base is flaky, my G. Listen, I've never seen such an empty training camp opening. Fam, Dave, we've been to where both sides have been full. Dave, yeah. The main side was not full. The main side, Dave. No, it was not full. Even we've been to it to where even the circle, around the hedges, that area is packed. Dave, nobody. It was like one little line of people there. So we gotta talk about it. We've got to get this right because 2015, I never forget. At the year after we went to the Super Bowl, was so packed.
That joint was.
It was so packed. Okay, it was so packed. But we need to do better, okay? We need to do better because this team is a relatively successful franchise in the grand scheme. Like, man, we go off and on. We know about the on again, off again season, but we need to get this figured out because that's not cool. And I think obviously Tepper's gonna be moving. Maybe there was some boycotts going on about them moving it potentially. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. Think about that. I'm just thinking out loud. I don't know.
Well, they are going to move it. It's not a potentially in it, is it?
Well, we know that no. I mean, I don't think that there hasn't been an announcement either way.
Because everybody's talking like it's the last year in Spartanburg.
Yeah, that's the buzz, but nobody's said anything official. Winning does fix it, but it obviously doesn't fix it permanently. Because we're a winning franchise. If we won, and then they come, and then we lose, and they go. That's not fixing. That's not fixing the issue. Like you need to support your team. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, we got to do better. Anyway, so that's a great point that you brought up that there was not a lot of people there. I think somebody else, it wasn't just me that said it either, because I posted in the group me. I'm like, wow, there's nobody here. Then I go on Twitter, and everybody else is saying it too.
Crowd and I was like,
it's nobody there. It was not packed at all, bro. Even the second practice I went to, like that Saturday, or no, it was that Friday. That Friday practice there was not a lot of people there. Usually the Friday practice is packed as well.
Packed.
The Saturday practice was a little bit more packed, but I didn't go to the Saturday. I saw pictures, but it was a little bit more packed. But geez, man, we gotta do better, man. We gotta do better.
Now I'm kind of mad I didn't fly.
Yeah, because there was nobody there.
There was no way I could have pulled it though.
But Dave, we got to talk about the biggest. We had to talk about the crowd size. No, it was not hot. It was perfect weather though. That's the thing. It was perfect. Friday and Saturday.
The temp wasn't that bad for Spartanburg.
Friday and Saturday, it was perfect. It was not hot at all. Usually, I got to take frozen water and like cool myself down. But the weather was perfect. It was perfect weather for Spartanburg. It was hot, but it was perfect.
Is hot.
It was perfect weather, bro. Perfect. But anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about my most interesting interaction, which I will be talking to my man Josh Klein from the Riot Report about this. I think on Thursday or Wednesday when I go back. But the craziest thing happened on that Friday. All right. So I got me and my man's. Let me get his name because I need to shout him out. He does the jersey frames. And quick shout out to everybody that I saw on Friday because I saw a lot of people. I saw a bunch of people, a bunch of chat cats. I can't list them all out now, but there was a bunch of them, at least 5-6 people that I ran into that tracked me down. But let me see if I can get my man name. My man Kirk. My main man's Kirk. We chilling. He got the West Virginia helmet, and I got the Greer. I got the Greer and the Bruce Irvin jersey up. So we both like, all right, we're gonna collab because you know how this works, Dave. You get with to get the right attention, you need to collaborate with people so you can get the guys over. All right. So I had the Bruce Irvin jersey and the Greer jersey up. He had the West Virginia helmet. So as they come out, Will Greer signs at the top. I was a little bit further down. Will Greer signs at the top and then goes. He said, "I got you" at the end of practice. Then Bruce Irvin comes out. He's like, "All right, I signed at the end of practice. Don't worry about it." So at the end of practice, it comes around. Bruce Irvin comes up, sign my man helmet, and then he's like, "Oh, that's dope. It's my first Panthers jersey." Talking about Bruce Irvin. He's like, "This is my first Panthers jersey that I seen." He signed it real nice. He got a real dope signature too. So he signs it, and he was like, "Man," he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna give you two tickets to the opening game, the first home game." So I was like, "All right, bet." Like I'm thinking, he just saying that like he not gonna really give me tickets. He not gonna really give me the tickets. I'm like, all right. Could ask my man's Tony. My main man Tony was there. Dude we met last year, Tony.
Yeah,
he was there. He was standing right next to me. All right, so I'm like, this dude really not going. He not gonna give me no tickets for real. So he like, yo, hit me up on Twitter, and I'm gonna hook you up. So I go back, and before I left, I was like, yo, I need to hit him up on Twitter and get him a mention in ASAP. So I had to go. I went and followed him, and I added him on Twitter, and then that was his response right there in the bottom corner. He said, "I got you 2 tickets to the first home game. I don't know how I'm gonna get them. I don't know how this works. But Dave and I are gonna go to the first home game against the Rams, courtesy of Bruce Irvin." So shout out to Bruce Irvin, and because of this, Dave, I have a royal decree I must set forth, Dave. And you know what that is.
I do.
There will be no Bruce Irvin disrespect from this day forth. No disrespect. No Bruce Irvin disrespect at all. None. Ever. None. No Bruce Irvin disrespect will be had on this podcast at all, okay? If I see Bruce Irvin being disrespected, you will get booted, okay? I'm warning you now. It's going to be a wrap for you if you disrespect Bruce Irvin. Because nobody would disrespect Bruce Irvin on my watch, okay? None. Alright? So we would do no Bruce Irvin disrespect on this podcast. Straight up, okay? Let's just be real. Is that understood? Okay? It don't matter. It don't matter how he could be bench. He could be on the practice squad. he not gonna. No disrespect will be tolerated. No disrespect will be tolerated. Okay. All right. So shout out to my man Bruce Irvin. But however, I will say this: there is one slight caveat. If I don't get the tickets, all disrespect will ensue. Okay, and we're gonna flood his and we're gonna flood his timeline on Twitter if I don't get the tickets. But as of right now, there is no disrespect for Bruce Irvin. It will not be tolerated, okay? Under any circumstances. Shout out to my man Bruce Irvin. But I tell you what,
that is dope, man.
It's crazy. Listen, and I tell you this, I think he will too, because he seems real genuine.
Yeah, he seems like a genuine dude, so I don't think.
And he was real nice. He was real nice cat. Like, he sat there and talked to us for a couple minutes, and he was talking to the dude about his helmet. He was like, "Yo, it's a dope helmet." And he was like, only 2 people can sign that helmet, him and Will Greer. And then we got a few minutes later, Will Greer came down. He you know how Dave, I don't know if you remember, but up the hill they had the press tent set up, the press setup.
Yeah.
It was up on the hill. So Will Greer was walking towards the building, and I said, "Hey, Will!" I screamed Will real loud. He came back to sign my jersey and the dude's helmet. So Will Greer as well. Shout out to Will Greer.
He's a man of his word.
And yeah, so I'm just saying, man, it was dope. So shout out to the West Virginians, Will Greer and Bruce Irvin, and there will be no disrespect whatsoever tolerated for Bruce Irvin. Okay, so shout out to them. I just need to put that forth. All right, but we'll see. I gotta follow up, Dave. I gotta see what's gonna happen.
Did he follow you back?
Yeah, he followed me. He followed me back.
So you can do a DM and then get your.
I don't know.
Now that y'all
I don't know if he might have him off though. I think I checked. I don't know. I think I checked and I think he had him off. He had DMs turned off. You know, the thoughts be trying to get into DMs, and I saw his wife. She probably don't play. But let me check to see if I can. Oh, I can't DM him.
So yeah, because if he follows you back, you can DM him.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna hit him up. And maybe he'll come on the podcast. Listen, I didn't want to push my luck, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't want to push my luck. I didn't want to go overboard. The tickets is enough.
I ain't seen so ambitious YC in a long time, bro.
Right, I know, right? Because I don't tweet. I don't tweet under my personal joint. But I didn't want to tweet as the podcast either because I didn't want to.
Because I didn't want him to.
I didn't want to seem thirsty. You know what I'm saying? So like, I was like, all right, so it was a method behind my madness. But shout out to Bruce Irvin, man. It was super dope. Listen, it's weird. I get one of these interactions every year, it seems. Last year was Demir Bird when he paid for my daughter's shirts. And this year was Bruce Irvin. And then I had a cool interaction with Gerald McCoy, too. He didn't give me any tickets or he didn't buy me anything. But if you saw it on Twitter, I had cool. Listen, Gerald McCoy is great. We'll talk about Gerald McCoy later. I'll talk about that later. We'll get into that later. I'll hold my. They're asking for where's your hat, Dave? Hey, listen. It's very important because I see Trill. You saying we started early tonight? That's my bad. All right. So listen, it's important that you guys follow us on Twitter. Okay, I tweet a lot under Panther Nation Podcast, and sometimes I make adjustments. I post in 2 places. All right. So Twitter is where I make announcements about showtime. So sometimes we flex the time a little bit because there's a little bit more content to talk about. So I flex the time out to give us some room because I don't want to go too late. So you got to follow us on Twitter, and you got to be in the group me. The group me, I always hit in the group me when we go on early, okay? The link is in the description box for the group me, okay? So it's no excuse. Just mute the mentions or mute the alerts and you'll be fine. All right, and get involved. All right, so you gotta follow us on Twitter, man. Twitter's where it's at. Gotta get my follower game up, okay? We light on the followers, B. All right, so
and of course, like if you subscribe and hit the bell on YouTube,
hit that bell,
you get
bro.
the notification. Because typically we turn it on 5 minutes before we go live.
That's true.
Except when I go live,
typically if you hit that bell, I give you a 5-minute warning. That's the 5-minute warning. Give you time to get your stuff together, eat your dinner real quick, finish up whatever you gotta do, and then come on. All right, so
we don't have an Instagram account. We need to fix that.
But yeah, I can create an IG, but IG is weird. Okay, Twitter. Twitter's where it's at. All right, so let's keep it moving, Dave. Let's keep it moving. All right. So Dave, let's talk about these rookies real quick. Listen, I went to the first two practices, and then you can obviously go on Twitter to see what's going on for the rest of what's going on. But I just wanted to talk about the rookies and see where they're at. Dave, do you have any thoughts on any of the rookies? Anybody surprising you? Anybody? What's your thoughts? Anything?
I was making a team. I told you that.
Yeah. I might have to flip flop on that one, Dave, because he did look solid out here. He looked solid out in these streets. I'm not gonna lie. Terry Godwin looked good.
And you know Marty doesn't like to cut draft picks.
Listen, Terry Godwin does look good. I might need to flip flop McGee on that, but I also say Rashad Ross did look good as well. They both look good, but I think what gave Terry Godwin the edge was the punt returns. Okay, he did some punt return drills, and if he can land there, then he'll be fine. But still, it's still. Go ahead, Dave.
Another observation with the players. I think Will Greer looked solid.
Oh boy, yes, he did look good. Go ahead, my bad.
And then Brian Burns. Oh my God.
Yeah,
he's out there balling.
He's impressive.
Scholars look good so far. The only guy I'm concerned about is Little, but I know it's early, so I'm not panicking yet.
Hold that thought. Hold your thought on Little. We'll talk about Little in a second. But I just want to highlight a couple things, especially on Will Greer. Listen, Will Greer looks solid out here, man. He's taking reps off the rip. Day one, he was taking second team reps. Okay, off the rip, he was taking second team reps, and then I think on Friday, he took reps with the third team. But they're definitely giving him a shot, and I'm thinking this could be a little bit of strategy behind. Maybe trying to boost his stock a little bit to try to get him as his trade bait or something. But he does look good, though. He does look good. He throws a very good deep ball. He did that. He was one of the best, the most accurate deep ball throwers, in college. And that's translated because I've seen some, especially on Instagram. You look at some of the highlights. He's been the one throwing that deep ball. So he's looked good throwing the ball deep, and I'm cool. I'm happy with what I'm seeing with Will Greer. I'm happy. Again, I need to see him in a preseason game before I can declare victory. I need to see what it looked like under the heat, but he looks good. Any thoughts on Will Greer?
I like Will, man. I'm happy. Like, I know a lot of folks didn't like the pick. But it fixed two things. One, we actually have a serviceable backup, potentially.
Well, yeah, I was going to say potentially.
And two, if Cam wasn't going to be ready, I would rather start the season with him over the other options that we had.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So I know folks wanted us to take a safety, and we'll get into that discussion later, most likely.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
I'm cool with what we did.
Yeah,
I was happy with the Greer pick then, and I'm still happy with it now.
Yeah, it looks good, man. It looks good. Brian Burns, my man, Florida State, Gold Nose, all that. He looks good. He's got moments. I will say this though, it makes me a little nervous about his injuries. Okay, he came up gimpy a couple times in the first day, and then the second day he also had a little bit of gimpiness. Listen, he's fine. He's okay. But I'm a little concerned about his durability. A slight concern. It's not like he's going to be injury prone. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that I'm a little concerned because he's not the most solid dude, okay? Jared, you're right. The heat was a problem, but these weren't heat related problems. These were limping problems that I saw. Like, these were limping things. This wasn't related to heat. I agree the heat was an issue the second day. But this was something else. This was like lower leg or something. Maybe he knocked knees or something. I don't know. But I'm just saying I saw it. I witnessed it with my own eyes. I'm not saying it's a problem. I'm just saying it's a slight cause for concern, okay? For me. Not, you shouldn't be concerned, but in the back of my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Because he was durable in college. So I'm just saying. All right. But other than that, on the field, he showed flashes, okay? He, one-on-ones, he bodied. even in 11 on 11s, he bodied a little bit. Okay, so listen.
Did y'all see that play, that long pass to Curtis Samuel that Cam did? Burns would have sacked him.
Yeah, he would have sacked him. Yeah. So listen, he's gonna be good, but again, prepare yourselves, okay? Prepare yourselves for a DJ Moore scenario, okay? Bruce Irvin and Mario Addison are gonna start and get the majority of the snaps. Burns she's gonna show flashes. She's gonna get like probably 1 or 2 quick sacks in the first couple games, and y'all gonna be like, "Oh, throw Burns in there," and the coaching staff is not gonna play him, okay? Just prepare yourselves for this, okay? This scenario. Because he's flashing, okay? Just prepare yourselves for this scenario. That's all I'm saying. Prepare yourselves. Because it's probably going to happen. Okay? Prepare yourselves. All right? Real quick, Jordan Scarlett looked good. I like what I saw. He was getting second-team reps. But Cap got second-team reps before he did, but they did rotate in Scarlett with the second team, so that's a good sign. Holyfield struggled with drops the first day, but he's now staying after practice to work on his hands. So shout out to Holyfield. He's not playing. He's taking it seriously. Don't want to talk too much about undrafted free agents, but I just wanted to make sure that I gave Holyfield his props for staying after practice and getting it in. Little. Let's talk about Little for a second. Well, let me hold that thought. Oh, real quick, my fault. I'm scatterbrained. But real quick, I don't have him pictured, but Christian Miller, we're going to have to be patient on Christian Miller, okay? Be patient on Christian Miller. Be patient on Christian Miller. He's further back than Brian Burns is. You think Burns is going to come along slow? Christian Miller is going to come along even slower, okay? We talking special teams, maybe a snap or two. It's going to be a while for Miller. He's not there yet.
The thing is, I think we kind of knew that. We kind of knew that he was going to probably be more developmental.
I'm just saying. Just saying. It's going to be a while for him. No, these are not pictures that I took. No, I didn't take these pictures. I took them. I took them from somebody else. I didn't snap. Dave, stop, man. I didn't snap the pictures. But all right, so moving on. Moving on, Dave. Ready to talk about this?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about this O-line, Dave. Let's talk about this O-line. And then this is where we can get into the Greg Little discussion. I'm trying to tie these conversations together. But Dave, a bit surprising. Day one rolls out. First thing I told y'all, I posted it on Twitter. I said, this is what I'm looking forward to on the first day. I said the first thing I posted was the offensive line. I said, I want to know what the offensive line configuration is going to look like day one. And Dave, I was a little surprised. I'm not going to lie. I was a little surprised. It came out, Moton, right tackle, Trey Turner, right guard, Paradis center. I was like, all right, that's cool. I'm cool with that half of the line. All right, so then I proceed. I scan down the joint. I scanned down the line. All right, I scanned down, and boom, I saw 73. I said, hold up. 73? That's not what it was supposed to be. Van Roten was not supposed to be starting. So I saw Van Roten, and then I expected to see 74, not 60, Dave. Darrell Williams is the starting left tackle as of right now, and it looks like it's going to be his job to lose. Darrell Williams starting left tackle. What are your thoughts on this, Dave?
It's like he's balling too.
I wouldn't say balling, but what
he was holding his own.
What are your thoughts, Dave, on Darrell Williams at left tackle?
Well, I expect him to go to right, so.
All right. So, go ahead.
So I'm cool with it. I mean, if he stays healthy, he's an all pro.
Right tackle.
I know.
Different monster.
I know.
But listen,
so remember, I wanted him on the right. And you were like, nah, Moton needs to be on the right.
Yeah, he does.
So Moton's on the right.
Yeah, I agree. I think Moton is definitely where he needs to be. He needs to stay. They need to stick him in the spot. I applaud the coaching staff for keeping him at right tackle. So let me play both sides of the fence because I said this a couple times. I'm gonna kind of flip flop here, but bear with me for a second. All right, it's not a total flip flop. It's going back to what I originally said. All right, Dave, I've always said that I don't like starting rookies on the offensive line, especially at the tackle. Guard, I'm okay with it, but at the tackle position, for sure, I don't like starting rookies. Okay, so I'm okay with Darrell Williams playing left tackle, and it makes sense. We're actually doing Darrell Williams a huge favor because if it's one thing to excel at right tackle, but if you excel at left tackle, you are really getting yourself paid. So there's no chance Darrell Williams is going to be on the roster next year. We're doing him. He knows it. We know this is a audition for your next team. He knows it. Our left tackle of the future is number 74. No matter what happens this year. So Darrell Williams is getting a huge favor, and he has to take advantage of it. I think he knows. So you're gonna see it. You're gonna see Darrell Williams ball out. I think you'll see Darrell Williams ball out this year. He knows it. This is his shot to cash in big time. Big time. Because if you can ball out, you're already all pro right tackle on paper. You're already all pro right tackle. But if you can even come somewhat be decent, a decent serviceable.
If he's a Pro Bowler at left tackle.
Not even if he's a Pro Bowler at left tackle, he's out of here. But I'm just saying, even if he's somewhat serviceable, like I'm talking even if he's average at like top 15, he's gonna get paid, bro. He's gonna get paid. So I think it was a meeting of the minds. I think they said, "Hey, look, Darrell, we're gonna give you a shot at left tackle, and it's on you. You know you're not gonna be here next year. We know you're not gonna be here next year. You got to ball out."
Let's be tag him. We can still tag him.
We might tag and trade him, but he won't be on the roster next year. He's not going to be on the roster. Our future left tackle is Greg Little, and I'm okay with Greg Little sitting this year. I'd like to see him be as good as possible, as early as possible. I like to see him. I wouldn't say I like to see him sink or swim, but I like to see him out there playing. If that makes sense. I don't know. I can't voice it properly, but he's going to get paid. Darrell Williams, this is a huge audition for him. Huge audition for him. So, shout out to Darrell Williams. And I hope we get the best version of you, even if it is on a 1-year rental. It's not happening. He's not going to get paid. We can't pay him next year. We can't. Look at the numbers and see who we got coming up to pay.
We still paying Matt Khalil next year, man.
Probably, yeah. You're right. Yeah. You're right.
There's that.
So, Dave, do you have any more thoughts? And what is? I guess let me ask you this: what's your expectations for Greg Little? Now that he's working, we've seen him get destroyed a couple times. That's okay. Like I don't understand. Like I don't understand either. Yeah, like go ahead, Dave. My bad.
It's not. Yeah, everybody's like going at him. It really isn't fair because you're only going to show, like, you're going to just show the bad spots. Typically, the defenses always have an advantage during training camp as it is from that aspect anyway. So I don't think it's fair to Greg, but I understand why he's not starting. Because you got an all-pro right tackle taking a shot at left tackle.
Yeah, I agree. Now, listen, let's bring him along slowly. Let's not kill his confidence. And I'm okay with starting Van Roten too. So those Van Roten haters, Van Roten is solid. I mean, he's not great. But listen, just another year of experience is going to help him out, okay? And if you want your weakest link being the left guard. So if you had a weak link, being left guard is the best place for it to be, okay? If you had to pick one, that's where you want it. All right. So Paradis, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I didn't really pay attention too much to Paradis. I'm gonna be honest. I was looking elsewhere. It's a lot to look at. I didn't get a chance to focus on Paradis. I'm calling him Paradise. So I'm gonna have to go with the pundits. Everybody say he looked good. I can't particularly vouch for that myself.
He's healthy. That's all that matters. Ultimately, we know what he can do.
Yeah, facts.
We know what he can do.
All right, so Dave, any more thoughts on the offensive line? Anything on Greg Little?
Nah, we're good, man. Little's a rookie. You know, he'll get there. I ain't panicking over him yet.
Yeah, he's a good kid, man. And shout out to Kirk. I'm gonna shout him out again. Shout out to Kirk because he actually got my Greg Little autograph. I was running down the line to get Burns again for y'all, for the people, because it's my 2K giveaway. I had to get that one first, Dave. My bad, but I had to get the 2K giveaway jersey. So he got
I need
Kurt,
to enter the 2K giveaways.
My man, yeah, facts. My man Kurt got my Greg Little jersey for me, so I appreciate that. All right, so moving on. All right, so let's talk about these secondary positions, Dave, because it's some mixing and matching going on in the secondary, and we gotta talk about it. So this nickel position, everybody's concerned about nickel. Cornelder seemed to have got the nod. Okay, he's got the nod right now for nickel cornerback when it calls for that package. However, Cole Luke has gotten first team reps. Any thoughts on Cornelder versus Cole Luke?
I think Cole's gonna get it, bro.
Think so? I don't really have too many thoughts on this one yet.
He's showing that he wants it. He's healthy now. I think Cole might get this one, bro. It'll be interesting though.
Yeah, this is like the weakest link on our roster right now. If we had to pick one, the good thing is that with a 3-4 defense, you have flexibility to where you can have guys drop back. So you got guys like BRUCE IRVIN, Brian Burns. They can drop back and kind of cover up some of this weakness at nickel. So you're gonna be in positions where you have to play one of these dudes. I'd like Cole Luke to get a shot. I think I've seen him flash in the preseason a couple years, and I'd like to see him get a shot. Corn,
stay healthy, man.
Corn has played as well. He's played played decently, but then I seen him get burnt a couple times, even in training camp, and it happens.
But then there's all or nothing. People probably don't want to see that last name for a little while, which kind of sucks because the situation that happened to him and that put him in a bad spot.
Yeah. Cole, yeah. Honestly, if I had to pick, I want to pull for Cole Luke to grab that just because I think he's a little bit more hungry. Not to say that Elder isn't. I like to see somebody else there. And if push come to shove, like Noli said, we can go grab somebody. You're absolutely right. So not a big deal. I'm not concerned too bad here. We'll see how it goes as far as nickel's concerned. But if I will say, it is the weakest link on our defense, like by far. All right, so Dave, anything else on Corn versus Cole?
Now we go on Corn versus Cole.
All right, moving on, Dave. This is the big one. So Dave, we all know that Rashawn Golden is in line to be the starting free safety. But come to find out, a couple days ago, they moved Ross Cockrell there. They moved Ross Cockrell there, and he apparently he got the majority of the first team snaps today, I believe. Today or yesterday, yep. He got the majority of the first team snaps. So Dave, what are your thoughts on Ross Cockrell potentially taking over a free safety if Golden can't hang on to it?
I wouldn't be shocked if Ross is healthy. He might have but he's a big corner anyway.
Yeah, I think he's like 6'1" if I'm not mistaken.
So he got the bill for it. So I wouldn't be shocked. But it'll say a lot about Golden too.
No, so here's the thing. Here's what Rivera said. Rivera said Cockrell was getting more reps at the free safety because of his ability to make plays on the ball. He said that we've been missing that since Kurt Coleman left with 7 interceptions in 2015. So he admits to say that an improved pass rush would help Cockrell. Would help Gall. It would help both of them. But Cockrell's ability to make plays on the ball, I think I'm conflicted on this, Dave. I really am. I'm really conflicted because I think Gaulden is going to come along. I think you have to give him a chance, okay? And
but you got to give him a chance too.
Who?
Because you got to give Ross a chance too. That man was hurt last year.
Yeah, but he was hurt at cornerback. He's not a free safety.
Yeah, but why would you? But your cornerbacks are set. You got that man wants to start. If he could start at the safety position, get that man a chance to win the job.
I agree. Like I agree. I agree. You have to make competition. You have to push. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But I think Gaulden can play free safety. I think he can do it. I just think that we need to give him a shot. Let him get out there, and if he fails, he fails. You got a safety net in Cockrell.
Or he outplays Ross.
Exactly.
So let him outplay Ross. We got a whole preseason to figure this out.
I agree.
3 games to figure this out.
But I will say that this is a brilliant move by the coaching staff to put, because Gaulden is like, man, listen, and Gaulden is a sneaky, cocky dude. Like, he's confident in himself. He's like a diet version of Dante. They got drafted together, but you can kind of see a little bit of Rashawn Gaulden, and he's very smart. And see, the thing about free safety is it's not always about there's you get this buzzword about range and all that, and that's good. Yeah, you can have great range, but being a free safety is also about it's all about up here too. It's all about your instincts. Can you make a break on the ball? Can you diagnose a play? That can make up sometimes for your ranginess. Okay, so I think Gaulden is a very smart player. And he's played it all in college. Granted, he was a nickel guy in college, but he played it all in college too. He played free, played all the positions. Okay, so I think it's a brilliant move. First of all, let me just give credit. And if Ross can play it, absolutely. But I think Gaulden needs to be given the opportunity, especially if they're even. Let me say this: if they're even, you have to give it to Gaulden. That's all I'm saying. Ross has to be better than Gaulden in order to be a starter. Does that make sense of what I'm trying to say?
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
if they're pretty much the same, you gotta let the young guy play.
Exactly. There's nothing to me. There's nothing to me that says Ross is just that much better than Gaulden off the rip. Like, there's nothing you can say that to me that says, boom, Ross is better. Like, I can't. There's nothing. Where's the film? Like, I don't understand. You have to give him a chance. Ross has never played. I don't think Ross is there film of Ross playing free safety before?
No.
I don't recall. If there is, please point it to me so I can see. So I can take a look. But I don't think he's played free safety.
But you're a corner, man. You can figure out the position.
Like, no, I'm not saying he can't. Yeah, like, but that's my thing. I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying that
I'm gonna tell you. You know what? You want to know how important I think safety is? Deion Sanders can come back at 40 years old and come back and play safety. Let that marinate for a second. Now, granted, Deion Sanders is probably the greatest cornerback of all time, but this dude came back at 40 years old and played safety with the front seven as vicious as the Ravens, and they weren't like the 2000 Ravens when this happened, and get a couple of interceptions and make a couple plays. So if you got a good pass rush, you just need somebody that can feel the field to be back there.
I think we sleeping on Gaulden a little bit. I think
I'm not sleeping on Gaulden.
I'm just saying, man. Let's relax. And I'm not saying I love the move. Okay, I'm not saying that he shouldn't. And if Ross is better and the coaching staff sees it fit, then play him. But if they're even, you have to let Gaulden play. You cannot. You have to see what he has. Okay, you have to see what he has. That's all I'm saying.
Woodson went from corner to safety too.
Yeah, he did. All right.
Rob Woodson did too. They all did. So I'm not I could see in the fact that Ross has the experience that gives him a distinct advantage. He's still a pretty young corner considering he has the experience. He knows how to play the position. He can figure out the position. I know it sucks for Gaulden because Gaulden probably thought he was gonna walk into this joint.
Yeah,
this joint was his.
Shoe in.
And now he got competition.
But I think it's cool. I think it's really cool that they're not just handing it to him at the same time. Like I think I think even Hurney said, "Hey man, I think he." Look, what was the quote? Marty Hurney said this, and this is in reference to Gauldin. He said, "I think he starts, and I think he gets a lot of time at safety, at free safety specifically, and that if needed, he'll play nickel, but was drafted with this eventuality at safety in mind. So they always wanted him to play safety, and that's what I think is going to happen. So that's just, but brilliant move by coaching staff in bringing in Cockrell. And let me just say this though. Shout out to Ross Cockrell for even coming back to play football, because dude just broke his leg this time last year, and that's insane. And this man's running around like a boss right now. All right, so shout out to Ross. I hope he stays healthy. We'd love to see you on the field to see what everything is about. So shout out to Ross Cockrell. And if I have my soundboard, I'll give my man's a round of applause. I don't have it, so I can't. All right, so shout out to Ross. All right, ready? Move on?
Yes, sir.
Let's get to these MVPs, Dave. So offensive MVP. I named an offensive MVP, and I'm just going to go ahead and pat myself on the back, Dave. Because I say over the summer, there was a little series I did. A little 3-part series on my man Curtis Samuel, and talking about how and why I thought he could be a 1,000-yard receiver, and how he could be and it was worthy of wide receiver 1 targets, Dave. Didn't I do that?
You did.
I think I did that. And he's out here balling right now, okay? He's getting recognized all over the place. Yes, this is 1 through 5 and day 1 through 5 MVP. So I'll name an MVP for the next 5 days as well. So day 1 through 5 MVP. All right. So Curtis Samuel is the man. He's torching dudes, and as long as he stays healthy, this isn't a Brent Burson MVP thing we're talking about here. This is not what we talk. This is not what I'm talking about. This is not what I'm talking about. This man has the film to back it up. Okay, he has the film to back it up. Day 1 through 5, Curtis Samuel's MVP. It's facts.
And you know what's crazy? I've been doing mock drafts for the last couple of days, and this guy's been climbing. This guy right here has been climbing, which is crazy. He's been climbing.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. I could see what y'all saying. Y'all talking about MVP curve, blah, blah, blah. Listen, my man has film to back it up. He's good. He's a good player. He's a good route runner. He's fast. He's bigger.
My fantasy sleeper is getting in trouble, man, because he's not going to be a sleeper anymore because he's playing like this.
He's a beast. He's killing right now. He's torching Dante Jackson. How many people can say they torched Dante Jackson? One other person?
Yeah, we saw all or nothing, man. He did shut him down to 1 catch in the second half, but
he is, man. I'm telling you, yo. All right, y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see this year. Y'all gonna see it, man. I'm telling you. Curtis is gonna ball as long as he's healthy. As long as he's healthy, he's gonna be fine.
A really good camp so far.
He's really good, beyond good. He's killing people, dude.
Yeah, That's why when people ask me whether in fantasy would I rather have Curtis Samuel or DJ
he did it. So Plymouth, he did it in the season. He did it last season. Cam just couldn't get him the ball.
He sure could.
So
man.
he definitely did it. It's facts. Go back and watch the series. I got it on film. I got him where he burned a couple of dudes. He had a whole 2-3 yards on a dude, and Cam underthrew the ball. So he's been doing this. It's all about the connection and what Cam is doing right now. It's not about Curtis Samuel's ability. So Curtis Samuel has it. He can do it. We just need to get him the ball. All right? And I try to tell y'all over the summer. He's got it. I'm telling you, he's got the juice. He's good. He's a good player. But Dave, anything else on Curtis Samuel?
My fantasy sleeper. Dwindling, man.
So Cam wasted Curtis Samuel last year. That's a fact.
Sure did.
That's a fact, Jack.
Sure did. But the thing is, it's tough to say something like that. But I think it's because he was hurt. He couldn't.
No, I'm just. No matter how you slice it, you couldn't. If you can't throw the ball past 10 yards, that limits his ability. His speed is his most dangerous weapon. If a speed guy can't burn anybody deep, and you can't get the ball to him deep, then you're limiting a player.
You know, somebody, I think it was Jeremy that said it. Shout out to Jeremy from the Carolina Huddle. He said that, I think it was him. If I misquote him, I apologize. But he said that Curtis Samuel and DJ Moore might be the best 1-2 we've had since Smitty.
Don't say that. Don't say that just yet.
I'm quoting.
Don't say that just yet. That's a stretch. I think Curtis is gonna be good, but I can't go there just yet.
I'm quoting.
I can't.
I'm not saying that. I'm quoting.
I can't go there just yet.
Person.
I can't go there just yet.
Let me know all about it, but I'm quoting.
All right, I can't go there just yet.
All right, so who's the defensive MVP, man?
Who is the defensive MVP? I'm rolling with Gerald McCoy, man. Gerald McCoy is the defensive MVP for me. I saw some things. I witnessed some things that were crazy. Okay, I'm sure you guys all heard about it. As far as him, carrying the helmets. Like, listen, man, it's insane what Gerald is doing here. The leadership role. Like, listen, we all thought, when TD left, there's gonna be that gap with TD. But listen, I think Gerald is filling that leadership role that TD left just fine. Like, dude, he's carrying helmets for veteran players and rookies. Like, to get to know his teammates better. It's unbelievable, man. Like, when I did the podcast with the Pewtercast, I could not believe what I was hearing, because I immediately, when I left that practice on Thursday, I immediately called Larry. Larry, we all know Larry. I talk about him all the time. He's a Bucks fanatic. He knows everything about the Bucks. So I call him. I'm like, yo, does Gerald McCoy always carry helmets? Did he always do this? First thing he said, yeah. He said yes immediately. Like, this is what he does. This is what he does. Okay, this is Gerald. This is not a show for him, because he's on a new team. This is Gerald McCoy. This is him being him. Okay, so I think it's super dope. Not only that, just him signing autographs, him, being the last person off the field. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable what this man is doing. I agree. He might be. I don't know about the defensive version of Cam. I know that's what he wants to be. But man, listen, to see this man sit out and walk out the hedges of Wofford Stadium and just walk into the crowd of people and then just sign autographs and sit there and say, yeah, hey, y'all just chill out. Y'all don't worry about it. I'm going to sit here and I'm going to sign all these autographs and do it. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. It's unbelievable. He's a good dude. And I don't understand what those dudes were talking about from the Pewtercast. How could you hate Gerald McCoy? How could you dislike Gerald McCoy? How? I don't get it.
Did Larry get it?
No, Larry. Yeah, Larry. No, I don't understand. You talking about how they hate on Gerald McCoy?
Yeah. Like, does Larry like we never? I don't even think we ever had a conversation with Larry.
Well, I did. I spoke to him, but he's not in that camp. Like, he knows what Gerald's about. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't understand how you can hate on Gerald McCoy. Like, I don't get it one bit. This dude is the ultimate leader, showing it on the field, off the field. Only funny story is, and I heard him confirm this on WFNZ about how he has to still get used to hearing Sweet Caroline, because they played it after. If you don't know, Dave, we have a DJ at practice now. There's a DJ at practice, and they were playing stuff, and
they were playing the boom. I heard when they played the touchdown beat.
Yeah, they did that, and then they played Sweet Caroline after practice. Thursday night, opening night, and all I saw was Gerald McCoy do this. He was shaking his head. He was shaking his head. He said he said in the WFNZ interview that he every time he heard that song, he was walking out as a loser. So he's heard that song over and over and over again as a loser. So he has to switch it in his brain that now it's a good thing. So shout out to Gerald McCoy, man. He's an unbelievable dude, man. Unbelievable. So I don't know if you can hear this, Dave, but I just want to play him explaining why he carries the helmets. So you gotta listen closely because
I heard it at the interview earlier. But
all right,
give it to everybody else.
Yeah, it's a you got.
One of my teammates, but this is BRUCE IRVIN. You know, I got Chris Hogan. I think the oldest in all the groups that I grabbed. So,
and this is a tradition for you?
I've been doing this 10 years. As a rookie, I had to do it. But after that, it's something I like doing for my teammates.
That's nice.
And when we wear pads, I carry pads too.
Nice.
Everybody's out working hard, so, you know, like, I even carry rookies pads. Everybody's working hard. Everybody needs a break.
When do you get a break?
I don't take breaks. I take a break when I retire.
Thank you.
My man said, I don't need a break. I get a break when I retire, bruh. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I had no idea that we were getting this kind of. It's crazy, man. How could you get rid of this cat? I don't understand. This dude should have been a buck lifer. Like, I don't understand.
That's why he felt a certain type of way when they released him.
I don't get it.
He gave
bro.
his number away right after.
I don't get it, bro. He's a good dude, man. Good dude, and I'm excited to see him line up. He's excited too. You can tell. And yeah, it's crazy. So I don't know, man. But any more thoughts on Gerald McCoy? But I gave him he got the MVP on that alone. But I did see him wreck shop at he killed Darrell Williams, I think, at one point. Not Darrell Williams, but Moten. He was destroying Moten 1-on-1. This was when they were doing 11-on-11s. He ended up 1-on-1 with Moten, and he destroyed him. So listen, this dude still got it. For those thinking he ain't had nothing in the tank, he still got it as far as practice is concerned. I can't wait to see him line up in a game because it's gonna be tough sledding. All right, so Dave, anything else on Gerald McCoy?
I guess they're doing a video. I'm on Twitter. They're doing a video. They're doing a show, FFT 53. So they're talking about Kyle Allen and Ross Cockrell and Elijah Holyfield about making the team. So y'all make sure y'all check that out. Pretty sure y'all are though.
Yeah, I hope Elijah makes it. I hope.
6-minute video.
All right. So anything else, Dave, on Gerald McCoy?
Good, man.
All right. Let me. Oops, sorry. Real quick, we want to talk about Cam. You gotta talk about Cam.
We gotta talk about Cam.
So Cam looking real good out here, bro. Like,
I know he is.
He's looking good.
Saw them dimes.
Dropping dimes, B, and throwing the ball effortlessly. It's looking like
straight spirals.
It's looking good. He hired his own throwing coach, and he's working hard to take some pressure off that shoulder, and he looks good. And you know what? Another thing I noticed with Cam, I've been going to camp since the year after the year after he was drafted.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Yeah, it was 2012. Was it 2012 or was it his rookie year?
2012.
When we went.
Second season.
It was second. Yeah, that's what I thought. All right. So I've been going to training camp all that time. And listen, I haven't seen. And listen, this is live. This is not no BS. This is like my thought, and this is real. Like, I see this and I analyze this kind of stuff. But I haven't seen Cam like this happy. I haven't seen him this happy in a long time. Dave, you know how he's just like the energy. He's just, sometimes he's happy and it just doesn't. or he's mad. You can see it in his face. Like Cam wears his emotions on the sleeve, so you can see when he's pissed off and he's not happy. And then, but I've seen Cam looks really happy, and I think he's actually finally healthy. And I think if this can maintain, if he can keep his shoulder healthy, he's gonna have a good season. He's gonna that throwing motion, whatever you want to call it. I don't care about throwing motion, and I just care about him getting the ball from point A to point B efficiently, and not getting hurt. And he looks good, Dave. He looks good, man.
He does. I don't want to get hyped yet, but man,
he looks good, man. He looks good. They just need to take the time. Obviously, he's getting days off. He's getting the rest days. It's important. And there's no. Initially, they said he was going to be on a pitch count.
Yeah.
But then they backed off and said he was good to go. So I don't know, man. He looks good. He looks really good.
Yeah, man. I'm happy that Cam might be 100%. And it looks like he was signing more too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, Dave. Like that's a part of it. That's a part of it because that's when you see how happy he is. Like I was right next to the dude. If you went on Twitter and you saw the dude with the throwback Cam jersey,
yeah,
I was right next to that dude. And like when he saw that jersey, he just lit up. Like it was old Cam. Like he's happy. He's happy right now. He's in a good place. And when he's in a good place, the team's in a good place.
Absolutely.
So I just hope he can maintain that and stay healthy and stay positive because he's happy right now. He's a good player, and he's gonna be good as long as he can stay healthy. So I don't know. It looks like they're all set with it, and it's good to go as far as the shoulder is concerned. But I just hope it can hold up for 17, 18 weeks, 19 weeks, 20 weeks, all the way to the Super Bowl.
20.
Hope it can hold up. But all right. That being said, Dave, you got anything else on Cam Newton?
No, I'm good on Cameron.
All right, hold on. We got a couple more slides. All right. Dave, let's talk about his injury report. Anybody on injury report? Absolutely not. Clean injury report, Dave. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Let's knock on some wood. Everybody's healthy. It's looking good. This is the first.
This is kind of wild.
I was gonna say this is the first time I think we've gone into a training camp completely healthy in a long time. Carter's healthy. He came off the pup. Carter's healthy. Torrey Smith's healthy. Everybody's healthy, bro. I think Chris Hogan missed practice today because of health reasons. It was not health reasons. I meant personal. It was a personal reason. I thought. I don't know. Chris Hogan, there's some issue with Chris Hogan. I don't know if he's hurt or not. But even if he is slightly injured, it's not anything major.
It's not major.
So that's what I'm talking about.
We were out here.
Last year it was looking ugly. But Dave, it's not over yet, okay? Let's just take our wins. First 5 days, no injuries. We're happy. Let's just knock on some wood and roll with the punches. But it was brutal last year. It was brutal.
Mm-hmm. Brutal.
All right. So let me see here.
You got the lines off for like 10 minutes?
Yeah, I was gonna try to get that going. All right. Whoops.
It take like 2 calls.
All right. So yeah, we got the lines open. We're going to hold them open for a little bit. You want to talk about something? Let's try to keep these thoughts concise, okay? Let's keep it concise to the point. Because Dave ready to go to sleep.
I ain't ready to go to sleep. I can go, but it's, we're talking 90 minutes, man.
I'm ready to go to sleep.
I'll take fantasy questions too, guys.
Oh, now now you trying to be on the phone all night. I can tell you right now, I'm not staying on here 2.5 hours a day, so you can kill that.
I'm not staying there either. I said two questions, two callers. We'll take
So
2.
it's like 80 people. It's like close to 80 people watching. What's up with these likes though? Can we get 80 likes? Can we get 80 likes? This is 80 people watching this joint.
Shout out to Little Nas X.
There you go.
17 weeks, man.
There you go.
Going for
I
18.
don't care about no Lil Nas X.
Hello?
704, what's good?
Not much. How y'all doing?
No, it was popping, bro.
Nolan, what's up, man?
Not much. Just excited for football season. Main thing I want to talk about is the defense. Obviously the offense is really exciting, but I'm gonna wait till I see it in a regular season game because a practice, is a controlled climate. So all the throws and all, it really doesn't matter to me until I see it in a regular season game, not even a preseason game. Defensively, with the safety talk on the left, I think Cockrell would actually be really good at free safety. However, I do agree if he is not better than Golden, they're probably going to play Golden because he's a draft pick. And as a GM, you want your draft picks to be successful. So I'm all for it. I know it seems like I just dog on Golden all day.
You do?
First of all, I don't think he can play. I don't think he can play nickel at this level. So I think it's free safety or bust. Like, that's it. I think he can be a strong safety, but we have Eric Reed. I know our safety switch responsibilities, but, he's best closer to the box. And unless they scheme for him to be in those scenarios a lot, he's pretty much going to have to do both. So I'm excited to see that. And through our history, we've kind of just patched that position in the whole secondary, if you think about it. We had Robert Lester play there for a little bit. Who do we have? Quentin Michael. So I don't think Golden's a long-term answer. Could he play 16 games this year, be okay, and we win a Super Bowl? Yeah. I just don't think he's a long-term answer, and that's kind of my thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'm in wait and see mode with Golden. Because I don't know. I want him to be given the opportunity to fail or succeed. Not given. I want him to earn the ability to fail or succeed. Like, I don't want him, like, we got to see what we got. We complain. We can't complain about not giving young players the ability to play and then let them just slide off into the distance in the same breath. Like, you got to give them an opportunity. And they're actually giving a young guy an opportunity to play. We can't complain about it. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my thoughts.
Yeah, I completely agree. For me, it's more like I kind of am, I guess, predicting, okay, yeah, we'll kind of see, give him a chance. I'm kind of saying, okay, this is what I think will happen. But I agree. Give him his shot. He's not some high draft pick, so they're not going to give him, I don't think they're going to give him chance after chance after chance. I think that's why they put Cockrell at free safety, just so in case, early on, if he can't handle it, there's a backup plan ready to go. So
yeah, you got to have a plan B. Yeah. I ain't mad at that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So I'm excited. I'm actually going to be at training camp this Wednesday in a couple of days. So this season can't come quick enough.
Yeah, man. It's going to be fun.
Awesome. All right, man. I'll talk to y'all later. You have a good evening.
All
right, Noli. Have a good one, bro.
All right.
Any more callers?
Nope.
Yo, man, you got a random question. You got a Capital One bank account?
I don't.
Lucky you.
Why you trying to get out of my business, man?
They got hacked. That's why I said that. 100 million people got hacked.
No Capital One for me. All right. If there's no more callers, we can go ahead and end this thing. I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes. But all right. So Dave, next week, look what we got. Training camp part 2.
Training camp part 2.
Trying to see, man. So somebody asked about Marquise Haynes earlier, and Marquise looks really good in individual drills. I just got to say, he looks very fluid in his movements. He's very fast. He looked like he bulked up a little bit. I'm excited to see what he has because he's running with the twos. So he's running with Brian Burns, which is actually a really scary combo. If you think about it, both of those dudes can rush the passer, and they're both speed cats. They're both super fast. So if you got a NASCAR package, it's gonna be crazy if they can both put it together. So if because I'm thinking they want Haynes to be a version of Addison, and if he can even do a little bit of maybe half of what Addison does, that'd be great. A good look for Haynes. But I like Haynes. I think this move to the 3-4 for Haynes is gonna boost him, I think, the most on the defensive side of the ball. So I like Haynes. Are we live streaming the Bears game? I'm with it.
What time is the Bears game? Week 1. Well, it's week 2, right? Last call.
910. What's good?
Hey, what's happening, man?
What's up?
It's Felix, down on the back end of North Carolina, baby.
What's good, man?
Guys, I'm really getting tired of the disrespect by the national media, man.
Oh, you watch that stuff?
I'm not. I love it.
I can't.
I'm not.
I can't take it.
I can't. No, I'm
me.
not. I love it. I love it. We only have one primetime game. We're gonna go under the radar. I love it. I love it.
True.
Love it.
But it just makes me really ill to hear people on the national media saying Cam can't do this, the team's not that great, and I don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah, man. As a Panthers fan, this is something you should be used to, because we get this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not the first time that we get pushed to the back burner. So I'm not surprised, nor do I even pay attention anymore. I don't even watch the national pundits anymore, because this point, half of them don't know what they're talking about. So I don't even listen.
True.
I don't even listen.
I mean, I'm usually up from dusk till dawn, so I kind of watch sports constantly.
Yeah.
And just to hear it from ESPN to Fox Sports to whoever, everybody and their grandma's cat got something bad to say about the Panthers, with the rare exception of NFL Network and the early morning show. You know, every once in a while, they'll give me a good back and forth on it, but this is just, it makes me ill.
Man, just soak it up.
This is where the Panther excels, man. Nobody paying attention to it.
Exactly.
We out here surprise cats, because nobody's picking us to win the division. We about to surprise folk.
The last thing that Cam needs is a chip. When you give him a chip and a reason to play hard, it's over, man. He's gonna ball. I'm telling you. So this is all good. This is all good for us. I love flying on the radar. It's great.
I'm praying, so that'll give me a reason to go stay at my son's house in Charlotte so I can watch a game. My youngest son is out in California. He's going to drive to the Arizona game.
Nice.
So we're just a family of Panthers fans.
That's
man.
right.
Family of Panthers fans.
Keep pounding, man.
Keep pounding, yeah.
All right, brother. Hey, Rashad, you got to take it easy on him at camp, man. You getting all the autographs.
Hey, bro, I told y'all, man. This is what I do, man. This is a method. I've been doing this for what, the 7-8 years. This is what I do, man. It's fun. It's a thrill.
I see you got a method to your madness, brother.
Yep.
Hey, you guys keep pounding, man. Keep pushing hard. Keep building up the fan base, brother. I'm proud of you, man.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
That's all I got to say.
Man.
I'll catch up with you guys later.
Yep.
Have a good one.
You too.
Yeah,
man. I got the WCW championship in the background. Is there a problem?
Yeah,
It's not the WCW championship. It's the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, because the W's on the top.
Oh, and by the way, you could tell David Tepper used to signing checks, because his signature is terrible. It's like He got
It's all right.
he got
He can do that.
He can do
When
that.
When you writing the checks, you can do that, man.
You can tell he used to sign checks. And shout out to his fiance too, because she's the one that pointed out my jersey and got it signed. So shout out to his fiance.
That's what's up.
All right. So Dave, anything else? We about to lock this thing up and call it a
Lock
day.
it up. Follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. Unless you got the audio.
I don't. I didn't do it.
It's all right.
It's all good.
Follow-
I'll get him out.
Yeah. Follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. Make sure you subscribe to the Facebook channel, Panther Nation Podcast. You can follow us on Facebook at Panther Nation PC. We're on iTunes. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on pretty much where podcasts are sold. Yeah, that is a vicious signature, sir.
I told you, bro, Joe, terrible.
And always remember, guys,
But
keep pounding.
I have
Even with
proof.
that signature.
I have proof that he signed it. Go to Twitter.
Yeah, he recorded it.
I definitely recorded it because I didn't think anybody would believe. Well, so it was cool though because my daughters cheered with the Top Cats, and I'll be doing a blog entry, a vlog entry on my family vlog with that, where you'll see the behind the scenes, us going, because my wife Shanita, believe it or not, Dave, Shanita actually was the one in line this time. And she got us, and you'll see it when I post it. You see how close we were, like, in line. And it was her. She was there early because she had to drop the girls off. And so she was, like, maybe, 10, 15 people back.
That's what's up.
So, yeah. I was able to get, a front row center, 40-yard line. Couldn't get 50 because there was some more people that beat me to it. But I had great seats.
Worked out.
It was
got
great.
A good spot.
Y'all want to see the hall? Hold on, let me show y'all, man. Hold on, Dave. 1 second. I'm going to make it quick.
18, as in 2018 when he bought the team.
Oh, man, come on, bro. Who didn't know that?
James Wilson.
Tepper. If you watch the Panthers series, the Hall of Fame joints, you see the 18 jersey in the back.
Shout out to Larry. Shout out to Larry. I just want to make sure Larry. I'm gonna make sure Larry go to the last few minutes of the podcast. Shout out to Larry.
Is he in here?
Nah, he ain't in here. I'm gonna tell him to check it out though.
Brian Burns was Burns has a beautiful signature, by the way. One of these could be yours. 2K giveaway when it happens. I don't know when it's gonna happen yet.
That will. Scarlet. You got everybody.
I told you, bro. I cleaned up.
I'm better now.
It's a Burns, another Burns. One of them is yours. This one's probably mine because this joint pretty. He's got a beautiful signature, man. For those that are into that. Hold on, I ain't over yet, Dave.
There's Greg. That's a future left tackle right there.
Oh, I forgot about this one.
Oh, you got Greg.
Forgot about that one, Dave.
Yeah,
And then
Greg. He did it upside down, but I don't care.
And then, last but not least, my man, Bruce. The only person I didn't get was Obata and somebody else. I can't remember. I can't tell you how much I paid, man. I told you I got the plug. I can't let you.
The plug,
yeah, I can't.
now.
Yeah, I can't. Nah, definitely not. But yeah. Anyway, that being said, Dave, we out, man.